All right, a few days ago, you guys watched a video on Edpuzzle here about variables, starring this really exciting guy right here. And variables is all about how our computer keeps track of information. Unfortunately, variables can be kind of hard to understand and wrap your mind around how it works. So I've created this activity. This activity is going to prepare us for the next couple things we'll be doing in App Inventor, which, we're going to make a game. And in our code for the game, we have a score here we're going to have to keep track of and change. And so I'll need to use a variable named score and figure out what this means. You're probably looking at this like, lots of code. Okay, yeah, it is. But right now we're working on how variables keep track of information. So you have a packet that looks like this. First thing I want you to do, Mr. D has made a typo in this packet. So would you turn to the third page of your packet, which looks like this. Sauce price, cheese price, crust price. And there's a line here that says set crust price to cheese price plus 3. I want you to change this, please, to crust price. And now we'll do this when we get there. So, coming back here. This is an activity that is going to teach our brains to keep track of information the same way the computer does. Up here, these are our variables. They are a container that holds information, and that information changes. We're just going to go through this first one together. You'll learn how this works as we go through it. So here we go. Let's go through it. First thing you can do is set the value of these two to be whatever you want. So friend name, I have a friend whose name is Josh. And my name is David. Okay, so now let's go through this here together. Whenever you see this on a line, you're going to come up into the variable, figure out what the value is, and write it down. So we have friend name, Josh, told your name, David, to build a big house. Your name, David. Okay, now we have an instruction to change the value of length. So here we are changing the value of length to the current value of length. Current value of length is 0. The current value of length plus 50. 0 plus 50 is 50. So I'm changing the value of length to 50. It was 0. It is now 50. Now let's do this. David built a house that was. Value of length is 50. So when you do this, even if you can keep track of your head, don't. Because I need you to do this the way the computer does it. And the computer is going to actually change the information inside the variable. So you need to come to this too. Cross out the old value, write down the new value. All right, friend name friend name is Josh. Let's do this again. Set length to current value of length plus 100. 50 plus 100 is 150. Setting length to 150. So, David added on. And now the house was 150. See how that information changed? I used length in a couple of different places, and it was different each time I used it. All I had to do here was say, use the value of length, but then my code changed the value of length several times. Okay, but Josh said it was too big, so David decided to remove some. David removed, now this is the fun one. It says David removed length minus 120. Value of length is 150. 50 minus 120 is 30. The thing is here, this is not an instruction to change the value of length. This is using the value of length to get this number, but the value of length is still 150. You don't change the value unless it tells you to change the value. Here, it does not. But now this next line, set length to current value of length is 150. 150 minus 30 is 120. Set length to 120. Now the house is 120 square meters, which is just right. If I were doing this in real life, the next line would be set friend name to not Josh, because this would put a serious strain on our relationship if I had to rebuild this house 3 times. Okay, the next one is this time and time left. What I would like you to do is pause the video, take an attempt to do it on your own, and then unpause, and we'll go over it together. So, pause. Okay. At this point, you should have a completely filled out time and time left. Let's see if we can do this together. All right. Tony was doing his homework. It was very hard. He had only time left. That is 60 minutes to work. First, he did his math. It took him 15 minutes. Set time to current value of time plus 15. Set time to 15. He has only, time left is 60 minus 15. 60 minus 15 is 45. But note, after this, I did not change these two values. Science took him 10 minutes. Set time to 15 plus 10, which is 25. 15 plus 10 is 25. He has only, time left is 60, minus 25. 60 minus 25 is 35. Did not change these two values. I just used these two values to get that. Set time to current value of time. 25 plus 20. 25 plus 20 is 45. Setting time to 45. Set time left to current value of time left. 60 minus 45. Set time left to, the answer to that is 15. Set time left to 15. He now has 15 minutes of free time to end his day. What I'm going to be looking for on that one is I'm going to be watching how your numbers change, and did you change the right numbers at the right times. You make sure you're changing the right variable and doing it only when told to. Like right here, not telling you to change the variable, just using the variable to get the information. Now on to the pizza price. Pause the video. Or one thing to notice on this is pizza price is that plus that plus that plus 5. A little bit of a challenge. Pause, see what you come up with. All right. You should have a totally filled out pizza price. Let's look at it. Big Al's Pizza decided to offer. Sauce price is 5 plus 6, which is 11, plus 3 is 14, plus 5 is 19. However, his sauce supplier told him that the price of tomatoes went up and that his sauce would cost $2 more. Set sauce price to sauce price 5 plus 2 is 7, setting sauce price to 7. Fortunately, he got a great discount on cheese that reduced the price by $1. Set cheese price to cheese price minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. Now he was able to charge only, okay, let's recalculate this. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 5 is 20. Unfortunately, due to a wheat shortage, the price of crust increased by $3. Set crust price to crust price plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Big Al was sad because his pizza cost 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 6 is 18, plus 5 is 23. Big Al started to lose customers, so he offered a $2 discount. You can now buy a pizza from Big Al for pizza price, which is 23, minus 2, which is 21. But the value of pizza price is still 23. All right, that was checking all your work. Now we have this one. This is the one you're going to turn in to me for me to check your progress. So just keep in mind, whenever the line says to use the value without changing the value. When the line says to change the value, change the value. This one, I'm not giving you the answer to in the video. Bring it to me when you are done.